Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jason Morgan pushed for a concession where the kiddies would stay at the gatehouse. Monica Quartermaine would still have access to Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, but Willow Corinthos could move back by and be with them. Willow decided if Tracy Quartermaine would agree to those terms, also she'd get on board, too, though Drew Quartermaine made prognostications about this not being a good idea. At the PCPD, Lulu Spencer tried to get through to Tracy in expedience of helping her avoid a night in jail. Jason showed up and pitched the gatehouse deal, so Tracy eventually conceded and was released from police guardianship. At the gatehouse, Sasha Gilmore Corbin read Wiley a book, but he was upset over his missing parents and wondered when his mama would be back. Jason ultimately brought Willow home for a reunion with Wiley, so she hugged her son. Willow teared up as she thanked Jason as well as Sasha for taking care of her kiddies. As for Drew, he raised enterprises to Martin Gray about the Quartermaines stinking Willow back by. Drew felt that someone should be looking out for Willow who had her stylish interests at heart, the Dallas at him. In Sonny Corinthos' office, Natalia Ramirez shocked at the sight of him sprawled out on the bottom. Once Natalia saw the near capsules, she forced one in Sonny's mouth and tried to call for an ambulance. Sonny recaptured knowledge and refused to go to the sanitarium before prompting Natalia to call Dr. Isaiah Gannon rather. At Charlie's, Christina Corinthos Davis and Lucky Spencer downed shots to celebrate the Cantina's continuing night. Lucky latterly spoke with Elizabeth Baldwin about their Cyrus Renaud disquisition. Brick didn't look happy about Jordan Ashford and Isaiah sitting at a table together. Isaiah was summoned for an exigency, which gave Brick a chance to steal his seat and flirt with Jordan. Of course, that exigency was Sonny's rearmost heart extremity, so Isaiah got updates, examined Sonny and pushed him to see a cardiologist. Sonny still refused to visit the sanitarium, but Natalia agreed to stay with him tonight and observe him. Back at Charlie's, Martin spoke to Liz and Lucky about Cyrus' desire to visit terminally ill cases. Grounded on Martin's enterprise, this all went back to their mama since Cyrus didn't agree with Sweats to keep her alive after she took a turn for the worse. It was out of Cyrus' hands now since their mama recovered from her reversal and put Martin in charge of all her medical opinions through a directive. Still, Martin allowed. Cyrus' motives had been about wanting to release their mama from her suffering. Lucky and Liz intimately milled over whether that was Cyrus' motive now too, but it didn't fit with Sam McCall and Dex Heller's cases since they weren't terminal cases. There was further to the story that Elizabeth and Lucky couldn't figure out yet. Cody Bell made a crapulous spectacle by trying to shake down Damian Spinelli for plutocrat. Cody acted like Spinelli owed him for keeping quiet about society set-up sequestration breach, but Spinelli blew up at him. Cody was outraged over Spinelli stomping off, so Lucky popped up and tried to get Cody to cool it. Once Cody decked Lucky, Brick broke up the fight off-screen. At the PCPD, shackled Cody was hauled in following his arrest, and it was mentioned that Lucky was being brought in, too. Christina Corinthos and Lucky Spencer have teamed up together for Charlie's Cantina. As they open the doors, they're saluted by utmost of Port Charles it seems. Maxie Jones and Damian Spinelli are two of the first through the door and they praise all the work Christina has done. Elizabeth Baldwin steps up to the bar and Lucky tells his partner that he may have a lead on their case. Martin Gray enters the cantina. And Lucky says to follow his lead. Martin suggestions the two in on some of the family dynamics and how Cyrus Renaud has been left out of the circle with his mama's care. He says that the family has taken every medical measure possible to keep their mama alive and principally away from that, she's too mean to die. Martin believes that if it had been over to Cyrus, their mama would have been gone before her time and that's why he spends so important time around other cases. Shame and guilt over his miscalculations that he made with her. Cyrus rued not releasing his mama from her suffering, so he tries to release others. Indeed, Brick turns up at Charlie's for the grand opening. He greets Jordan Ashford as she says she's meeting someone. Jordan finds her way to Isaiah Gannon's table and they bandy Brick until Isaiah's phone rings. Isaiah leaves and Brick takes his seat. He starts grilling Jordan on Isaiah and makes it clear that he still is interested in her. A fed-up Dante Falconeri stops in to see Tracy Quartermaine at police headquarters. Lulu Spencer appears just as Dante is about to have Tracy taken to a cell. She wants a moment to try and talk Tracy into giving back Wiley and Amelia. Dante gives in and lets Lulu have a crack at her. Lulu tells Tracy that there are no wastes in jail, so she wouldn't like it. She also tells her that she's facing a hijacking charge. Jason Morgan appears in the sanitarium tabernacle and wants to talk to Willow Corinthos about her kitties. Drew Quartermaine tries to intermediate, but Willow stops him. Jason suggests a guardianship concession, that Willow and the kitties move back into the gatehouse on the Quartermaine estate where they've always lived, giving everyone access to Wiley and Amelia. Drew again tries to intermediate, but Willow tells Jason that if Tracy will agree to those terms, she'll move back into the gatehouse. Drew keeps averring that Fairly Willow has the upper hand, but at this point, she just wants peace and feels bad that the family can't see the kitties. She says that she has no problem moving back onto the Quartermaine's property as Drew continues to scarify her with studies of the family taking her kitties. Jason returns to Tracy and tells her the deal that's on the table. She's still refusing while Lulu tries to reason with her alone. She tells Tracy to play the long game, make the deal, and keep the kitties hard. Else, the police will find and return the kitties, and Willow will be gone with them. Tracy eventually agrees to the deal. Sasha Corbin is sitting down with Wiley Corinthos reading him a story when he says that he misses his mammy and daddy. Felicia Scorpio knocks at the door and Sasha explains that they played hide and seek with the kitties all day long. Sasha and Felicia bandy Willow and her bad opinions. Felicia says that passions are complicated and if she had been judged for everything she went through to get over Maxie's father, while Max Scorpio awaited, she and Maxie would no way be close. She says they need to try and show Willow some grace. Jason arrives at Sasha's and tells her that Willow and Tracy have reached an agreement and that he's there for the kitties. He also calls Willow and tells her to come to the gatehouse because her kitties are staying for her. Natalia Ramirez stops in to see Sonny Corinthos and finds him passed out near his office. She finds his heart drug and slips a lozenge in his mouth while calling 911. Sonny comes to as she's on the phone and he tells her no hospitals. He starts to explain that he has a heart condition. Sonny tells Natalia that no bone can know and that she should rather take his phone and call Dr. Gannon. He arrives and Sonny asks Natalia to stay. Sonny explains the stress of the day, his son being transferred to Germany and Ava Jerome fighting with him over their son. Dr. Gannon tells him that he needs to see a cardiologist. He needs to be rehabilitated. Sonny refuses and Natalia says that she'll stay with him. Dr. Gannon tells Sonny that he can't be his only go-to in extremity and that he needs further care. A drunk Cody Bell arrives at Charlie's and tries to shake Spinelli down for $75,000. Effects get hot. And Lucky leaves the bar and tries to break up the fight. Cody swings and hits Lucky in the eye as Brick scrambles to break up the fight. Cody ends up being hauled off to the Port Charles police station. Willow returns to the gatehouse and tearfully leverages Wiley, while thanking Jason and Sasha for taking care of her kitties. A addict, Linda E. Johnson, reached out to the ABC cleaner Warhorse via X to ask, "Is it true you're getting wedded and leaving the show for a while? If so, you'll come back, wouldn't you?" Wright, who has debunked colorful rumors in the history, replied to clear up the situation and stated, "Nope, not true at all." Michael, suckers were happy to hear that the scuttlebutt was just that, a scuttlebutt. Getting wedded is okay, but no, you can't leave our GH family, added another addict, Cindy Rowe Cartwright. Hey, I know, Wes can come back to GH and have a marriage with all of us, but first you have to invite Jack Brennan. Anyway, thank virtuousness you're not leaving us. And while they may not be tying the knot anytime soon, at least the actress constantly gives her followers a regard into her adventures with Ramsey. Last October, Wright participated a couple of prints to mark her handsome gentleman's birthday and expressed, "Oh, I'm so thankful you were born. Life with you is a beautiful adventure. Happy birthday, baby, to which he replied, "Love you, baby." Thank you for another stupendous day in this stylish life game.